Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. My name's Jessica and I'm the owner of the blog littlestlady.com, where I detail my recovery from childhood abuse and mental health difficulties. From a young age, I suffered various degrees of abuse and was diagnosed with nearly every mental health diagnosis under the sun. My life spiraled as I went through trauma after trauma, gaining symptoms and labels as I went. It was only until my last trauma that my life changed, and for the better. I had a complete change in mindset and decided that I was going to recover and change my life. I went back into therapy and found a therapist that believed in recovery. She went on and looked at my symptoms again and the diagnoses that I'd previously received, and I was officially and finally diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and generalized anxiety disorder. I started to open up about my abuse and work through what I'd been through. I started to connect the dots and realized that the way I was feeling and how I was behaving was more a response to the things I'd been through than something that was either a part of me or something to treat. Recently, it was my 5-year anniversary of being free of my disorders. Yes, 5 years ago, my therapist looked at me and told me that I didn't have enough symptoms left to be classed as having my disorders. I had spent months getting stuck into my life and all the things that it had thrown at me, connecting the dots and working out how and why things had developed. I realised I'd been part of a cycle of abuse and was carrying weight that wasn't mine to carry. I realised it was about building better mental health, and for all of us, not just for those that had experienced trauma. We all experience things that can change our views on either ourselves or the world around us. I realised it was about finding better ways to look at things, working through our difficulties and moving through them. I now teach people about the power and possibilities of recovery and how I believe we all have the power to do that. I teach people about brains and just how malleable they are and how we can change our thought patterns and processes. I have been invited here to answer some of your questions, whether it be on trauma, mental health or recovery. Leave a question for me down below or get in touch via the website, and I will see you next time when I'll be answering some of your questions.